I need the support of a combat engineer.
I saw that Orpheus kid playing puzzle games on his breaks. Ask him for help. I'll be watching you. From a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it! First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employees. Robocop! I knew our fountain. Mr. Beck.
I own
Robocop.
I need the support of...
I saw that. I'll be...
Officer, I am looking...
A bomb?
There is no time.
Gosh, I mean, first aid.
Are you looking...
Found it. Okay.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables.
Okay, maybe...
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, Detach the one with the highest voltage first.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful...
An opportunity for an ambition.
I'll be what?
Officer, what I am... there is no...
Gosh, first aid.
Are you looking...
Found it. Okay.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. 4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay. So, according to the
There are 2 different... There is one way to...
So, you...
I thought you may learn.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way.
What? Hey, one very good for you.
Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Arnold's back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
anybody saw my freak out, I apologize. I have that happen sometimes, and it seems like I'm probably pretty mean. But today's the day that my wife takes somebody home, and I'm by myself, and I'm working on not having out. I always have outbreak. I thought maybe if I had my broadcast going, I wouldn't have a issue like that. Welcome to my crazy. That's my crazy. But like 3 people might have saw it. Whatever. Still want to apologize. Aunt Boot. What? Who knows? Nobody's perfect. I'm never perfect. Not on a Tuesday. On a Monday. So my wife had a good one, just like Spider-Man. I asked her for help. So I'm trying to do a good job. To say you can do it. It's just think happy thoughts. Try not to take anything personal. And remember, it's just a video game. And if you don't like how something ends or how something happens, just take a breath and step away and come back. Just like I did in Spider-Man. Ha! I did a good job with Spider-Man. Yeah. Well, you got a little bit of a little stick right there. Oh, wait. What is that? Ugh. What is that? Huh? How's your ear look? Is your ear okay? Yeah, there you go. Here's a good girl. I was bummed out Harry didn't get, or bummed out somebody didn't get something in a video game. I was actually able through therapy. I talked with my therapist about it. So it's just a bummer. It was a bummer, but I liked how he put it, and it was kind of there in the story if I could have seen it, but I didn't see something about it, so it was just like you feel bad getting upset about a video game, but it's like, that's all I do really, is stream video games, and on top of that, you're meant to spend like 40, 50, 60 hours, and for me, I just do it every day, so sometimes that separation of morality, real storylines, fake storylines, can get so twisted that I just go off and I want to burn the world, which sounds weird, but that's the only way I can describe it. I just hate everything at that moment. Everything sucks in that moment, and I've got a case for it too, and that's the worst part. I wish I didn't have a case for it. It's not a good case. It's just, I wish I could cry. Just be like, you know what? You know what? Hot chug. There you go. All right. No more chocolate.
You're out of the bank already?
I am in pursuit of the bikers. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry. access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
One of my
Roger
therapist's
that.
advice was load up heavy on the bowls. I'm not smoking enough. If I could put a outburst like that together, I am not stoned enough. Is that fair enough to say, Doug? Maybe I can just get too stoned to be an asshole and freak out. I hate to say I'm an asshole. If I meant it, if I did it on purpose, if I was like, it'd be fun. Scream to God for 20 minutes to burn the whole world down. That'd be fun. It's not. It's not fun, Doug. And I think if you get stoned enough, you probably shouldn't even act like that. So I'm going to take a bong rip real quick. Does that sound good, Doug? Doug? Does that sound good? Oh, you wagged your tail. You're a good girl. Oh, here we go.
I am listening, creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
There he is, the man of pensions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. Robocop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box. it's Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
So it wasn't a mistake when they didn't send us insulated gloves.
I'm afraid not. Looks like OCP is really cutting costs where it can. God knows what they'll cut next. Or who.
Hey, what's that look supposed to mean?
I'm ready for you, Robo. All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
Hello, Robocop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As system failure. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Yeah, if I looked for it, I might as well do it, or else I'm not taking the advice. One bong rip is not 12. I did go quiet, so that's good. Better. She's a good girl, Tug.
We are going to build a brand new city where Detroit now stands. Delta City is the only hope that we have.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Well, now I feel bad. Continue the hazing.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative, under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
Why? Did you meet him?
Last year's Thanksgiving parade, I was part of a column delegated to protecting his dog.
What? How come this is the first time I'm hearing this? Officer Ramirez, a licensed dog walker.
Shut up, Kaplan.
Hey, Shiny. Got a job for you.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just old junk that needs recycling. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The enhancements allow me to excel in fulfilling my duty.
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police officer. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now,
This is actually a cool conversation.
I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
I can't see his vision. It don't gotta look like that. He's the dude that let the bad dude in the first movie. He's the boss that let the bad boss get blown out the window by Robocop. He was like, dude, you're fired. So he's pretty cool. Man, that's cool. What's going on? But I don't like his little henchman at the office. That sucks. It's like, I hope you are okay. He was like, I don't care. Okay.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
What about an amusement park? Maybe a bowling alley? A 7-Eleven? I mean, I could go for... Couldn't you go for a big gulp right now? Robocop like big gulp. Big gulp. You know what I'm saying? There we got a big tower over there. They'll make something else. I don't know. I'm hopeful. Can Robocop be hopeful? We must look for parking violations. I smell crime.
Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
I want to drive a 6000 SUX.
I'd buy that for $1.
That looks insanely realistic, don't it? Look at the lamp. The reflections.
You are committing an act of vandalism.
Yeah, did the guy from the poster send you?
Compliance with the law has no political affiliation. I will not issue a ticket at this time, but remember, dreams are difficult to build and easy to destroy.
You know nothing about politics. But thanks anyway.
Perhaps you have a hearing problem. The lady said no.
You're right. That is what she said, officer. I've got to check my hearing aid.
Thank you, Robo. That guy was giving me the creeps.
I'm just telling you, if they elect Kuzak, the guy will ruin the city for good.
I don't get why Robocop supports Kuzak. I hear he's gonna turn Robo off when he wins.
Dude, I am so high, I can see Robocop.
Did some idiot confuse the courthouse with a bank again?
No, I heard one of the accused decided to defend himself, but I think he's literally.
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field training.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights